Hello YouTube, back again with another video. This is going to be a non-custom duel. The deck I'll be playing is my 60 card Crusadia Nemeses Dragon deck. And I'll be facing against my opponent's Vernalizer Therion deck. I'm not too sure if I'm saying that right. Is it called Vernalizer? Okay, I'm correct, yes. They're basically an alternate version of Melfi's, simply because of their artwork, but they're non-beast types, so... My opponent will be going first, and I'm waiting for him to make the move. Let's fast forward here. I'm new to this archetype, so I'm trying to figure out what he's trying to do. So he discards the Vernalizer Fairy, Melting Snow itself, and Imperia, and I assume he can special summon one Earth monster from his graveyard, and he gets to draw a card. That is crazy. Especially if you're playing with Imperia, that's like +2. You get to draw 2 cards. That's actually a really smart combo. So you can keep doing this. And I'm not too sure if how many appears do you play. I'm not sure if you max out or you just play 1 copy. But if he only has 1 copy, if he's only playing 1 copy, then he's very lucky. Alright. I let him know the effect is good. So unfortunately, I'm not playing any hand traps. So pretty much all the cards that he's gonna utilize on his turn are gonna resolve, because my deck is more of a board breaking going second deck on top of going first. And this effect, I'm reading it. This one just seems I understand what it says, but it seems like a pointless effect. The first effect when it says the fact that it says Earth monsters you control are also treated as Vernalizer Fairy monsters. The only good effect is the last one. But I guess I have to understand the whole concept of the archetype for me to actually get a better grasp of how useful it becomes later. And it's been a while since I've seen Card Trooper, so he has something in store for me, that's for sure. So let's fast forward. He mills 3, and he mills one of his Therion monsters. But eventually, most likely, he's gonna retrieve one from his graveyard deck. So, if you max out on regular, so you have a better chance of actually building your disruption. So it looks like this deck has several ways of retrieving monsters from the graveyard, which I can tell just by reading their effects. So he can pretty much special summon his Regulus, which is very clever. So I'm wondering the amount of cards that he utilizes, like in order to get access to certain monsters or effects that he's trying to open on his board. Because there are cards it looks like he's trying to open to his board that he can get access to, so that he can be able to retrieve the cards and be able to disrupt my play, which it seems like it's gonna happen right now. So let's fast forward. He sets 1 card, he special summons Psychic Tracker. He's gonna continue with his special summon. Most likely he's potentially gonna Exceed Summon or Link Summon, so I should recall this. It's gonna be a rank 3 Exceed play, so he's going to Jar Binks, so I would never play this card in my deck, to be honest. It just seems really slow, and it just seems really pointless to have in there. Because if you're trying to build when you're trying to build your extra, you want to have monsters that can actually either give you consistency or pretty much get rid of cards that your opponent controls are either a hand or grave. Whatever you think is necessary, that'll help you get to your victory. Just fast forward, he's going to special summon Regulus, and then he equips Card Trooper onto it. And I'm guessing this is where he ends his turn. So I'm trying to figure with his Earth. Let me fast forward. He should be done now. So I'm gonna play Lightning Storm. I want to know what his win condition is like, because he has this draw. He has Imperia. He has Vernalizer Fairies to help him be able to special summon Imperia and get 2 cards. Like, it would be a shame if this is his win condition, but what I'm trying to figure what his best monster is, because overall it just seems like a really weak board right now. Because I was hoping for something, he would summon something a lot stronger, unless he goes into Zeus. Had he went into the second turn, and it was, and I ended my turn on the first turn, so he still has a response. Either he's just gonna let it be destroyed, or he's gonna negate it, whatever. But either way, Regulus is just gonna let it destroy himself. So, and then this is where I misunderstood what he did. But then you realize he didn't really activate the effect. He just got rid of his Regulus by his own choice. So triple tactics talents does not resolve, which is unfortunate. And I shuffle those two cards back. As I first got a reveal attempt, the cards that I just drew. Let me fast forward here. Instead, besides talents, I go desires, banish 10, draw 2. It looks like I'm already having a really strong hand right now. So let's fast forward again for the link climbing. I go into Escatos after summoning Nemesis for a search effect. And then my opponent must either has a response before I link summon. And I'm still wondering what the Vernalizer Fairy's win condition is. Like, overall, it just seems like really weak monsters. I want to know who their boss monster is, or whether it's to go into a certain boss monster, whether it's like outside of Vernalizer Fairies in the main deck or extra deck. Because Regulus is just not Regulus is strong, but I feel it's just not strong enough. Because what happens once someone gets rid of it, then you need to find ways to summon even a stronger monster that can help take care of boards. That's why it's important when you make your extra, you gotta solidify with beat sticks, with monsters with heavy attack points. So I'm gonna quit mumbling. I'm just gonna explain what's going on right now. I link to IP, and then I special summon Parallel Exceed, and then his effect activates, allowing me to special summon another Exceed since I link summoned. So I'm gonna special summon another Exceed from my main deck to the field. Let's fast forward here. I'm going to link climb for link 4, and then link summon Saryuja Skuldred. And then I'll use effect special Noctivision Dragon, which will really help. And then I'm going to banish 3 monsters with different types in order to special summon Eschados, however you prefer to pronounce his name. I'm gonna special summon to Saryuja's Zone on the far left. And then I'll declare a type, and most likely will be fairies. And then he nukes them. And I'm guessing Hyperion is protected by Jaja, so I can see why he left those monsters on the field until he finds a way to actually link climb into something stronger or Exceed summon, because he knew like he didn't possibly have any card that can help him go into his disruptions besides Therion, but I'm talking about his extra deck. So this is where I kind of get mixed up, like, because I'm trying to wonder why he's strategy. Because I thought Jaja only applies to itself, but it actually applies to any monster that the opponent controls. Any monster that they have on their field that's face up. So waiting, but I'm gonna fast forward here. Go to another link play. Noctivision's effect will activate, and I draw a card. I'll set Droplet and end my turn. I think from here on out, this is where he scoops. So he draws. Once he draws into a brick, then he's either going to scoop or end his turn, which I'm waiting for. So, because I can easily on my next turn, I can easily declare a worm, and plus he can't special summon fairy since I already declared that monster type on my last turn, and it's until the end of next turn. So, yep, he shows me the card that he's drawn. Most likely will admit defeat. Again, hope you guys enjoy the duel. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check the notifications, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.